So I wanted to make some Christmas presents, some coaster sets. So I got gluing and clamping a bunch of scraps I had laying around, mostly maple, beech, some red oak, a little bit of purple heart and walnut in there as well. Now I'm using my good old DeWalt. This is the DW734, just kind of a homeowner grade planer. Thing has been awesome. So I ran all these through the planer. I think I started about 3/4 inch thickness and I ended up finishing these about 3/8 inch thick. So I was at the local wood shop. They got a bunch of scraps and little offcuts real cheap. So I got this piece of walnut. This is 3/4 inch thick. I'm gonna use this for the base. I'm gonna put them on the table saw, cut the ends off, get them ready to cut into pieces. I'm using the DeWalt 745. It's a great homeowner grade saw as far as my experience has gone. It's been pretty solid for me. Now normally I like to use my router, but it is just a handheld plunge router and I don't have a table set up for it yet. So it wasn't real practical to do something so small. These are only 4-inch squares. So I instead went ahead and put some 36 grit sandpaper on my sander and it knocked off the edge pretty darn quick. I then followed up by using 80 grit sandpaper to run over them, and then finally a 150 grit by hand just to kind of clean them up a little bit more. Now I had 5 sets of coasters. Each set was 4 pieces. I also had 5 bases. To do the sanding at 36 grit, 80 grit, and 150 grit took me a total of maybe an hour and 15 minutes for all of it, but I was working at a pretty steady pace the whole time. So I used maple dowel rod. This was just a 3-foot dowel rod, 3/8 inch. I just cut it into 3-inch pieces and I used it with the walnut bases. Now I was very gentle with the base when I drilled the holes. I actually started at a 1/4 inch, then 5/16, and then finally 3/8, so I didn't split one. Now the last thing left to do was to seal these up. So I made sure the bases and the coasters we sealed really well with 3 coats of this fast drying satin Minwax. I really like this stuff. As much as I like a good shiny wood look, I really like the satin on projects like this. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.